Hello and welcome to another episode of Codo Cinema. This is Mark Codo, aka Codo Man.
This is the person that sunk the Titanic.
You sunk the Titanic?
Yeah, I was just there.
Oh,
It didn't get hit by iceberg. I poked it with my finger, then it just got hit by the iceberg.
I'm pretty sure the sinking of the Titanic has been referenced multiple times throughout media. But
Yeah, I sunk it. Yeah, my friend, I didn't even sink it. Will Smith slapped it and sunk it.
Ooh. He to make a big hole out of that.
Yeah. He thought it was Chris Rock's face.
Ooh. Okay. Anyway. So anyway, film topic for this episode, obviously Titanic. Now, this is actually based on the accounts of the sinking of the Titanic. That
Some
happened.
moments of it, not all of it.
Right, some moments of it, but not all of it, because the film focuses on a romantic love story.
Which it kind of probably was.
Yes, that is definitely true. Now, I kind of want to argue about this. This almost felt like a love triangle at one point.
Not really.
Not really.
No.
It almost felt like it because Rose was dating this rich.
She didn't care for that guy.
Yeah, she didn't care for that guy, but she cared for Jack Dawson. That was Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yes, Jack Dawson. Yes, yes.
Yep.
We don't get into that later because I have something to talk about that at the very end.
That's true. I'm pretty sure a lot of you may know what's coming up at the end, so we're gonna keep that in mind. So basically, obviously enough, this Titanic at the time of its release in December 19th, 1997, Titanic at the time has become one of the biggest films of all time from the direction of James Cameron. The production of this film was also tough too, because they even had to build a scale model of the Titanic. And the reconstruction of the Titanic, I mean, the blueprints were supplied by the original ship's builder, and James Cameron trying to make the ship as detailed and accurate as possible. So they're trying to make the ship so accurate to get the exact same replica. That is a bit impressive too, and also difficult as well.
Maybe.
And what do you mean maybe?
They kind of did it before with Jaws.
What?
They kind of did it before with Jaws.
Really?
Yeah. It was the same stuff.
Mm-hmm. And wow, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's definitely true. Also, I also wanted to mention there was one of the scenes for Titanic. You know the drawing. You know Jack's drawing of Rose. That was actually one of the first scenes shot, as the main set was not yet ready.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah, that you gotta keep the film rolling. I mean,
yeah.
And you have one of your first scenes is Jack Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, Rose doing the whole drawing thing.
It's okay.
Yeah, but hey, sometimes it's better late than never. And that's one of the first few scenes. And also at one point, Kate Winslet and Cameron also had a bit of a disagreement on set at one point.
No.
No?
It was Kate and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Was that actually Kate and Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes, because when Leo was sick and she didn't want to kiss him at the time.
Oh.
The last Titanic survivor died in 2009, May 31st.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, she did die May 31st, 2009.
Oh wait a minute. The very last survivor.
Yes.
Of the Titanic. The very last survivor of the Titanic
died on May 31st, 2009. Her name was Melvin Dean.
Yeah, Melvin Dean.
Yeah.
Even she even refused to see the Titanic film too.
Yeah.
Because of the traumatic experience. Now, to be fair, I mean, hey, I definitely would be on the same page as her. I mean, when you have a film based on the sinking of the Titanic, I could and having somebody as one of those survivors who survived the sinking of the Titanic, that can be a bit traumatizing and heartbreaking.
And also,
too.
the actress that played the old Rose died on September 26, 2010.
The actress who plays the old Rose,
which even though Rose was not actually in the real Titanic, or Jack.
No, exactly, because Jack and Rose were made up for this film. So yeah, but at the same time, they still interacted with they still were in this film with the other real characters, including the captain of the ship, including the main captain of the ship, who actually went down with this ship too.
It's crazy.
I mean, Captain Edward John Smith. That's the name of the captain of the on the Titanic.
Really don't care about the captain.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody cares about the captain.
Yeah, Yeah, I know.
Nobody even cares about the other people. They only care about Jack and Rose.
Jack and Rose.
Not even Jack and Rose, just Jack.
Just Jack.
Nobody even liked the Rose. Nobody liked the Rose.
Nobody liked the Rose.
No, because you all saw this movie at the ending. She had room on that plank. She could have.
Oh yes,
kind of hopped on, hop off, take turns. Yeah, they could have both it.
That's right. I mean, this is probably something that James Cameron never thought of, because there was an episode of Mythbusters where they actually created the exact same door replica. I'm pretty sure that was a door, right?
Yes.
They made that exact same replica. They had the two main Mythbusters test it out, where they used their life preservers, one of the straps on the life preservers, to keep the balance on the door, to have both perfect balance.
Crazy, right?
And that is crazy, because if you come to think about it, that could have worked. That could have worked.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yep. I mean, James Cameron probably didn't thought of it, but at the end of the day, what can you do about it?
What you can do about it? Go back in time, make time travel, go back in time with the Titanic set, talk to James Cameron, like, yo, I'm your ghost of Christmas past.
More like a time traveler.
You're not supposed to know. I'm your ghost of the Christmas past. You should have Jack and Rose survive together. They both can fit on anything imaginable if you make the film correctly.
Well, this film came out in '97, and this was like
came out not even in '97.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. 1997. 1997. Sure. December 19th, 1997.
I'll let you slide. I was still looking up the death of the other survivors of the Titanic.
What?
Yes. The death of the other survivors from the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
I was still searching for other survivors.
What was the other survivors you were searching for?
I'm still looking for more survivors.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's none. No.
Now, also the point out. I mean, yeah, plot itself. Obviously, we kind of know what part of the plot is. Basically, a love story that leads up to the sinking of the Titanic. But the thing is that we even get to experience seeing that sink. We get to see the sinking experience of that. I mean, especially when you have all the people trying to get off the ship. But the thing is, you got this whole order of women and children first.
Because there are kid men, there are children. Some adult men didn't survive.
That's true. That's definitely true.
No. Some did. Because they was on the lifeboat.
They were on the lifeboat, including one of the guys.
I don't care for that guy. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares for that one of the guys. Bruce Ismay.
You see, his name is so forgettable. Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody likes him anyways.
I mean, Jonathan Hyde played that character.
Okay, the actor's fine, but not the actual character. He's not boring.
Yeah.
It's not really great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, and then I think probably one of the. I mean, what do you think of Mr. Andrews? I mean, that's another character. That's another real life character that on the Titanic too.
Fine.
Yeah, I think he's one of the few characters that I actually one of the few real life characters I actually liked in this film, because he was able to help out for the most part for Rose. Yeah, I mean, at least Mr. Andrews gave Rose the life preserver for good luck.
Oh yeah, not Jack, huh?
So.
Not Jack, okay.
So they did not give Jack a life preserver, but they gave Rose a life preserver.
What cares about Rose? Rosie wasn't even a great story.
Well, Jack was locked in the dungeon down the bottom of the ship.
It's not my fault.
Well, because of this jerk boyfriend that Rose used to date falsely accused Jack of stealing the diamond, the ocean that diamond.
Fingerprints.
Yep.
Where the guards at? There was guards on the ship. There was cops. There was cops.
Yeah.
Fingerprint that. Huh? Where they at? Nowhere to be found.
Yeah, nowhere to be found because the butler put the diamond in the coat pocket that Jack was wearing.
The butler wasn't wearing no gloves. He still could have checked for fingerprints. Still could have checked.
Well, he still could have, but don't forget it was 1912.
You know, on that ship they have police stuff equipment. You know they have fingerprint thing to just check for fingerprints. Yeah, they could have did that instead of locking them in the dungeon.
Yeah, instead they locked him in the dungeon. Well,
throw him and the guy in there together. Throw him and the guy in there together. Let's see who actually is the criminal.
Yeah.
Let's see who actually confessed first.
I mean, to be fair, the butler in that film.
Throw the butler in there.
The butler and the butler and Hockley. That was the jerk boyfriend. The jerk.
He's
boyfriend.
also forgettable. Nobody remember his name.
Yeah. Nobody remembered his name, even though the actor that plays him is Billy Zane.
That's great for him. He should have been a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Throw him, the butler, and Jack in the cell. Let's see who's going to confess first. Probably the butler.
Plus the butler gave a quick gut punch to Jack. By the way, there was a deleted scene where Jack returns the favor in a deleted fight scene.
Nobody really cares about the fight scenes on Titanic.
Yeah, I know nobody cares. I know nobody cares about the fight scene, but there was a deleted fight scene about that.
Nobody really cares about fights on Titanic anyways. They just want to see people just going in lifeboats and watching boats sink.
Compliments of the Chippendale Falls. That's what Jack quoted in that deleted fight scene. Speaking of deleted scenes, there was even a deleted scene where do you remember that girl? Do you remember that little girl that Jack danced with? And then says to her, "Hey, you're still my favorite dancer." There was actually a deleted scene, and Christian told me about this too. There was a deleted scene where they actually show a deleted footage where the little girl actually drowns, and that was actually cut out. You can't
have kids die.
Yeah, and that was actually cut out because James Cameron thought that was disturbing. But yet you still got floating dead bodies in the ocean.
It's okay, it's adults, not kids.
Actually, yeah.
You're fine. All the kids escaped.
Mm-hmm.
You can kill some adults.
Yeah, the adults. I mean, it's really hard. It's very hard to this. It's very hard because this is one of those like disaster events that one of those disaster events that is very hard to tell. And
no,
somebody has jumped aboard the ship. Oh no. Oh no, let me say this. Ahoy there. Who is coming aboard this ship?
Nobody.
No,
it's just Will Smith.
Nobody.
It's Will Smith.
It's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's Christian Taylor.
You mean Chris Rock?
No, it's Christian Taylor.
Chris Rock.
Why are we talking about Oscar stuff? I mean,
because Will Smith hit the Titanic.
Well, I mean, you're joking about it, yeah.
How you doing, guys?
I poked the Titanic with Will Smith.
I want a Titanic reboot with Will Smith as the lead. Let's go. let's just do that. Hey, Hollywood's making all kinds of remakes.
They're not gonna touch Titanic.
Yeah, they're not gonna touch Titanic. And yes, Marshall, since you mentioned Will Smith, 97 Men in Black also came out in 1997, the same year as Titanic.
Yes,
he still hit Titanic.
And yes, I did pull a Rose. I'm jumping on back onto a sinking ship.
Badoots,
exactly.
Yeah.
Now I need to get up to date here. Where are you guys at right now? What are you talking about?
A jerk and a butler.
A jerk and the butler, yeah.
Yes, the guy that Rose is going to marry, him and his butler. Yes,
yeah,
the douchebags.
I mean, look. I feel like some of these characters are forgettable, but there's definitely but some of the real life characters, I mean,
put them in the dungeon. Put them in the dungeon with Jack.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Well, except for Mr. Andrews.
No, put him also in the dungeon as well, because he didn't do nothing for Jack. at all. He gave the lifeguard to Rose.
You're talking about life preserver,
You
right?
same thing.
Yeah, the life preserver.
Yeah.
And I don't know where to start. May I throw in my 2 cents right quick?
Go ahead.
I love this movie. I watched it when I was a kid. I've only watched it once, but this film is just so good to me, and I love it. I still remember everything that happened. 12 sun years later since I watched it last, and 25 years later, I'm saying it right now. This film, it has held up so well to me.
I mean, it still holds up. But also, many people are saying like it's forgettable. I mean, true, they're not wrong. But if you really think about it, it's one of those films where at the time it was good, but now it's forgettable.
Well, I don't think it's forgettable because this movie does a fantastic job of telling the real life story. It's like, I don't watch the movie for Jack and Rose. I watch it for everything else. Like, everything else you see happen in this actually happened. Like, Cameron did his darn best to make sure that this movie was as accurate to the real thing as humanly possible.
I told Marshall that they built the exact same replica that James Cameron and everybody else was trying to build. And I even mentioned that I mentioned to him that one of the first few scenes for Titanic that they actually filmed was Jack and Rose doing the drawing.
Yeah, and fun fact, I actually learned this just the other day. I didn't know this, but the final scene they shot for this film before production was wrapped was the scene where Captain Smith goes down with the ship. When he's inside the bridge, and it's fully submerged under the water, and the glass breaks, the room starts filling up. He grabs the steering wheel, and that's the last time we see him. That was the final scene they shot for this movie. Now, I'm really happy that we're talking about this anniversary because I am a huge Titanic fan. I've read about Titanic my whole...
Well, true, it's not the anniversary, but it is that year.
Yeah.
It is that year that's going to mark the anniversary.
The film came out in December of '97, if I remember correctly, and the actual sinking is this April 14th and 15th.
Yes.
This year is going to mark 110 years since the actual sinking this coming April. So I'm very happy that we are talking about this subject. I actually came up with this. I thought this would be a very good topic to talk about because I've read every book in my town library about Titanic growing up. The ship and its story just fascinated me my whole life.
Yeah.
And I can never talk about it enough.
And also, especially with this whole sinking, when you also have like when everybody's trying to escape, the only thing you got the rule of that basically the number of people who escaped, a disappropriate number of men were left aboard because of this whole women and children first protocol. And you can definitely argue that a few men did escape. You can argue about that. You think you can argue about that? Marshall, do you want to tie in about that too?
Well, I don't know the exact numbers, but 705 people survived the sinking, and 1,502 people perished. And most of the people who perished were third-class passengers because they were all the way down at the very bottom level. And for example, this is a really sad fact, but most of the children that perished in the sinking were third class because they had a harder time getting out, and everything.
That is very rough.
And the thing is, most of the people who perished froze to death in the water, and that's another real fun. Well, this ain't a fun fact, but
there was actually we mentioned Marshall and I mentioned. Actually, I talked to Marshall that there was a deleted scene where the girl that Jack was dancing with and complimented her that, hey, you're still my favorite girl, still my favorite little girl. There was a deleted scene. You mentioned that I think it was you that mentioned the deleted scene.
Yes, there is a deleted scene in the film that Cameron cut where this little girl that Jack danced with, her and her parents perish in the sinking. It's during the sinking sequence where the back is starting to rise out of the water, and they're in a hallway and the gate was closed and locked and they couldn't open it and they drowned. Cameron cut that scene because he thought that was a little too much, because there is a crap ton of sad moments in this as is. I feel like if that scene had been kept in, it would have pushed the film to an R rating.
I feel like that too. I feel like the fight scene between Jack and the butler did. Compliments of the Chip and Dale War false.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And also what I was talking earlier about the water. So best case scenario. So here you go. If you weren't wearing very much, say your outfit was like very thin, you don't have to worry about that much weight. If you had a life preserver on as well, that was best case scenario for you, and that you were in somewhat good shape. Now you're in the water, right? The minute you enter, you have 15 minutes before your arms go, because the best health condition, you have 15 minutes before your arms go numb, because what happens is after a while, blood flow leaves the arms and it goes back to your heart, because your body at that point is entering survival mode. So it's trying to keep your heart running. So that's why your arms go numb very quickly, because blood flow quit going to your arms.
Yeah. And, that especially in very cold water temperatures.
Yeah,
and also the case with Jack Dawson. By the way, we've already mentioned Marshall and I already mentioned the MythBusters.
Yeah,
the MythBusters stunt that they actually pulled of it that Jack could have survived.
Yeah, he could have. But the reason that he died, Cameron's been very clear on this, is that Jack had to die because he wanted the viewers to understand what the loss felt like. So it's like, okay, I'm going to have the viewers be attached to these two characters, and then one of them dies at the end, and then because he wanted you to feel what that loss felt like, that all the people on the ship had to go through. Everybody lost someone that night for the most part.
Yeah,
he wanted us to feel what that loss felt like, and he did it. I'm not kidding you. If you go on YouTube right now and look up, all these people reacting to the movie for the first time, most of them are women and young girls. And by the end of the videos, if you cut to the end, every single one of them was crying their eyes out. Like 25 years later, this movie is still making audiences cry and feel sad. I think that says something about how powerful and amazing your film is.
Yeah.
This movie had one of the most emotional endings of all time, in my opinion.
And especially when Rose was, in the film, one of the last few survivors who was able to survive the sinking during the aftermath of the sinking.
Yeah.
And then this was after when she had to let Jack go. And not to throw, and I don't mean to throw this in there. If you love something, set it free.
And
that's I know, guys.
No, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And what was I going to say? I was going to say something. So another thing about this film that I think works very well, and I think this gets really overlooked. I think you'll find you'll find that a lot of people in this generation tend to call this film a cheesy love story that didn't age well, but it's so much more than that to me. Because with Rose, we see her go from being this rich young lady who has no control of her life whatsoever and is completely miserable. I mean, she tried to commit suicide. Like, Jack had to stop her from jumping off the boat. Like, she climbed over the railing. She was fully prepared to jump. You know?
And I was like, what are you doing, girl?
Yeah, I know. And then throughout the 3 hour and 27-minute runtime, we see her go through this huge character arc. She lives for herself. She chooses. Like, the best example of this is when she spits in the face of the
jerk boyfriend.
Yeah,
I think his name was
I'd rather be his whore than your wife. You know, like,
oof, yeah, that was the ultimate line. I mean, oh man, like, yeah,
it's like this girl's taking charge. That was the moment of her taking charge of her life. She's like, you are awful. I want you out of my life ASAP. Like, that was such a good character moment. She fights for herself. She's done letting these rich jerks tell her what to do.
Yeah,
and then she saves Jack. And she. just she becomes this strong female lead that I think girls can look up to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This film is so much more than just a love story. There's all kinds of factors in this.
Yeah. Marshall, anything you want to throw into the mix?
No.
No?
Marshall, you're talking about one of the biggest movies of all time.
Not the biggest movie of all time.
Really?
One of the biggest.
Wait a minute. It grossed
over $1 billion.
At first
so
release.
did Men in Black.
Men in Black grossed under $1 billion. Under. It was under.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but Titanic did hold the record for biggest box office hit for about 10 years. Because I think Cameron beat himself when he released Avatar in 2009.
Yeah.
So I think he topped himself basically.
I'm pretty sure. I am pretty sure because Avatar grossed over $2 billion, and Avatar grossed over $2 billion. So it was able to beat out Titanic at the box office.
Yes.
So that's like two of the highest grossing films. And not adjusting for inflation.
Yeah, and
but I was gonna say, didn't Star Wars Episode 1 also gross $1 billion too? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I am not sure.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know enough information to clarify that. But another thing that I wanted to say about this movie are the effects. Like, can we just take a minute, like? The scenes of like the grand staircase being submerged with the water, like that was a real set being flooded with real water. You know, like, dude, the set designs, the attention to detail, it felt like you were on that ship, man.
Yeah,
it's just the attention to detail just blows my mind. Like, Cameron is like one of the biggest Titanic fans of all time. Like, he went down to the actual wreck site. Like, a lot. I don't know the exact amount, but he visited the wreck site, I believe, dozens of times, studying everything so he could get the movie as close to the real thing as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this film might be like his passion project to me.
I think it was, but until Avatar,
at least, yes.
But I also found out. Well, actually, no, maybe not found out. Actually, no. Yeah, actually, no. There is. I think there was a moment in the film where there was like a behind the scenes moment where actually Kate Winslet almost died on set.
Yeah, I actually read about that one. So it's the scene where she forces one of the guys to drive the elevator down to the bottom level so she could go get Jack. And you remember the elevator starts filling up with water?
Yeah.
During a take,
and I think her coat got stuck.
Yeah, during the take, she has to open the gate and get out. What happened was her gown or whatever it was she was wearing, it got stuck, and she couldn't get out, while the room was still filling up. Mm-hmm. So she almost drowned.
She almost did. Yeah, I think she almost did. I thought it was that scene where it was just Jack and Rose. They are being submerged into that tidal wave.
Oh,
when
yeah.
they're trying to open that door. I thought that was that. I thought it was that moment.
I believe it was the elevator.
But was it really the elevator one?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay, because that was like, wow. I mean, wow. That would have gone south pretty bad.
Now, I want to take a minute to discuss. So, I want to hear from both of you guys. What was your favorite moment from this movie? That was like the big question I wanted to ask.
Yeah. Who wants to go? Marshall, you want to go
Like,
first?
for me, for example, my favorite scene is the scene where the band members get together. They think about leaving. They're like, no, we're going to stay here. They start playing their music together as a team. And then it's just a montage of all these people trying to get out. Like, the scene that really rips my heart out is where we see the scene of the elderly couple laying in the bed while their room fills up with water, hugging and holding each other, knowing that they're going to perish soon. Like, that scene terrified me as a kid. It has never left me. They're playing this song, My Heart Will Go On, just a montage of all the people. It's just, that moment is branded into my brain forever. There's just something about that really stuck with me. So that's mine. Do you have one, Mark?
I say my favorite moment was the scene where Jack, Rose, and then two of Jack's buddies were going to this one gate where there's this douchebag guard just telling everybody just go back to the main floor and everything will be okay. Jack demands the guard to open the gate, but loses his temper. He and two of his fellow buddies just literally trying to pull out this bench that was literally drilled to the ground, and just breaks down the gate.
Yeah, that scene was awesome. Just like, I like how this guy was being so casual. Like, dude, the hallway is filling up with water. What do you mean go back the other way? It's like there are people trapped. Open the gate, you stupid.
And then the cherry on top was one of Jack's buddies punched the guard in the face.
Yeah.
That was a satisfying moment.
Yeah, it's like, dude, that guy is just, he was just, can you say that guy was an idiot? That dude was just an idiot.
I think the guards were idiots too.
Well, I mean, I just don't understand. Just open the gate and let them go through. Why are you making it such a big deal?
If you think about it, it's the protocol of the women and children first.
Well, at least give them a chance. I mean, my gosh, you're not God. Let them decide what they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, like, just it makes you angry. You know.
Mm-hmm. Marshall, do you have a favorite scene in that film?
Thinking.
And also, I'd like to point out, like, there's a scene I feel so bad for, but I laugh every time. It's when the back's like really high up in the air, and you see a dude jump off, and he literally face plants on the propeller on the way down.
Oh,
like,
that one.
Yeah, he jumps. You just hear the ding. Like, oh, poor dude.
Oh, I feel I got a bit of a chuckle out of that. I mean, I feel bad, but ugh.
Let's see.
I don't know. It's just you hear him jump. You just hear he jumps. You just hear the ting.
Yeah.
Oh.
The best moment of the Titanic. No, because if you say that's kind of the only iconic moment in there. That's the one moment people say is Jack and Rose at the top, like at the end of the Titanic. Then Rose giving up Jack, and then Jack saying he's the king of the world. Man, I think the favorite moment is when Jack won poker.
Yeah,
that's
near the
right.
beginning of the movie, him and his friend
right?
were at a poker game, and Jack won, so they got the tickets.
Because some people say with Jack and Rose doing the little Titanic thing, that's on the DVD artwork, the VHS artwork, which it's even on the digital thing too. Like that's the iconic scene that everybody goes to. I think the underrated scene is when Rose stood up for herself.
Yeah.
Another moment that people really don't like is when Jack shows Rose the third class people, and that's pretty much it.
And also, oh yes, I'm so happy you brought that up. One of my other favorite scenes in this, I love this scene so much. It shows you just how beautiful humanity is. Everybody on the lower deck of the Titanic, all the third class passengers are.
It was when everybody was dancing, right?
Yeah, like Jack's like, heck with this rich, boring party. Rose, come with me. I'm gonna go show you what a real party is. And he takes her to the third class room. Everybody's dancing, having fun, having a few drinks. I want to be there. That looks so much fun. Was this film so good? It was one of the main reasons it won 11 Academy Awards. Yes.
All right, I'm okay. And look, it won 11 Academy Awards. The second film to win 11 Academy Awards since Ben-Hur, since 1959's Ben-Hur. Because Ben-Hur was the first film to win 11 Oscars. This was the second film. Titanic was the second film. And first and foremost, does anybody have their opinions on that?
Well, I think this film earned all those wins. I mean, you can't talk about this enough. I mean, there's really nothing negative to really say about it. Now, let me ask you guys, do you believe the theories that Rose died at the end of the movie?
The theories. What theories?
Well, because there's a thing going around that the ending is, you know, the ending sequence where the ship fixes itself and she is young again and she walks into the grand staircase and all the survivors are in the room.
Including that little girl.
Yeah, the theory is that that's her heaven, like that she passed away on the boat after she dropped the jewel in the water, and that the door guy opening the door for her was her entering heaven. Like, this is her heaven. Like, she's like, Jack and everybody have been waiting for her to show up. It's like they're all together again in the afterlife. Mm-hmm. Because some people think that was a dream, but I believe that she died and that was her heaven. That's what I think it is. Mm-hmm. That her and Jack finally got reunited at the end of the movie, and that was, I think, the perfect ending to me.
I mean, I feel like that ending though. I mean, I wanted to cry.
Yeah, I know. Can we talk? Another mention we have to do. You want to know why it was so sad?
Oh, man.
The music,
yes.
That dang music.
James, like his name, the composer who did this music is James Horner, who wrote the score, but also composed the song with Will Jennings and Celine Dion for My Heart Will Go On.
Oh my dude, that song! You don't even have to watch the movie, and that song just rips your heart out,
folks. I had to let this out.
I know, it's like, it's okay. Wait, Marshall, give him a hug. So someone give him a hug. He's losing it. It's okay, Mark. It's
okay.
Right here. It's okay.
He'll be fine.
Look. It's been a crazy week for me, but look. When you have
everything will work out, buddy. It's okay.
One of the biggest films of all time.
One
of the biggest films of all time.
Really.
It's pretty...
Not really. Not the biggest film of all time.
Okay, you can make an argument about that.
The fourth biggest film of all time. It's number 4.
I know.
Number 4.
It's number 4.
But that means something.
Not really, because Avatar beat it, and Avengers Endgame made it, and then Star Wars.
But it's in the top. But it's in the top 10, though. That's so cool.
Yeah, but still, that's the music. The music is very good, but it's very sad.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry for this interruption, folks, but you just gotta let it out, man.
Yeah, you just gotta let it out. No one's judging you. No one's judging you,
really.
Coda.
No one's really judging you, man.
Okay, all right. But yeah, I mean, hey, listen, I make mistakes on my podcast too. I mean, yeah, that's
he called
true.
me Christian.
Yeah, that was by accident because I was in the mode of the opening. So
he called me Christian.
No.
That was by accident.
I have multiple identities.
Yeah, and but also, at the very least, there was no slapping incident, right?
Which means it was the boat.
There was no slapping in this movie.
That's right. During the moment when Rose's boyfriend slapped her.
Oh wait, did he slap her? I forgot. When was that? I forgot about that.
That was after the scene where Jack was taken away by the guard.
Oh yeah, the butler put the jewel in Jack's pocket.
First and foremost, correct me if I'm wrong. I had a debate about this with Marshall. Were there actual was there fingerprints at the time? Don't security have special fingerprints or?
I don't think fingerprints was a big thing yet.
Yes,
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not sure. This is 1912.
This is 1912, and it was a different time too.
Not really. There were still fingerprints because they had to solve murders.
Well, don't forget the film was
I don't think they were able to.
They were filming this in '96, and then came out in '97. Don't forget. So maybe.
I mean,
maybe in an alternate universe.
I don't know.
No.
Then there's all the rumors that Jack is. Then this kind of leads into the.
Don't talk about that.
The stupid rumors that Jack's a time traveler. You want to talk about that for a sec? No. There's literally a film theory video. I'm not kidding you. There's literally a film theory video out there that Jack is a time traveler. Because apparently in the film he brings up all these stories to Rose to events and locations that didn't exist yet.
Yeah, I mean, because here's the thing: Terminator, the first two Terminators. I mean, they're sci-fi. They are one of the greatest. One of the few greatest sci-fi films out there.
Nah.
And
only Terminator 2. Nobody count.
Okay, but
doesn't
this have to
Terminator
deal
1.
with time? Doesn't also that deal with time travel?
The first two, yeah. All the Terminator films don't deal with time travel, and Cameron, my favorite film by him was Aliens, which is a masterpiece.
Still will time travel.
I don't know. I feel like the
all
last
time travel.
Terminator Salvation didn't do time travel.
Well, they did well, not yet
for
theoretically.
One of the characters, I mean, it's confusing, folks. It's confusing. But anyway, yeah, I was like, oh wow, because
So something I wanted to bring up right quick is how you guys ever heard the theme or the message where it's like you are your own worst critic?
Really?
Well, yeah, it's a quote, and
it's living up to his name.
And Kate Winslet hates her performance in Titanic.
Was it because of the attempt of an American accent?
And I don't know what it is. I don't know specifically, but she has stated throughout interviews for years now that she cannot watch herself in that movie. She thinks that she did a terrible job. She says every time she sees scenes from it, she's like, I could have done that better.
Yeah.
But I mean
it's
I'm
one
like
of those first times where you're watching your very first own film that you appeared in, and you come to think, maybe I could have done this better.
Well, this was Kate's. I think this is like Kate's first big film that made her like an A-list actress at this point. And the thing is, she was our age. She was 22. She had her birthday on set. She was 21 when they started filming. And she turned 22 while filming.
Wow. And
yeah.
I think Jack's actor, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Respect his name.
He was like mid-20s, I think, at this point. Like 26, so. Maybe? 25?
Maybe 25.
I mean, something like that, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And I think it's so cool, like literally in real life, him and Kate are like best friends.
They are best friends.
And that's so cool to me. Like they literally went to an Oscar season together, which I thought was pretty cool.
I think she was there when Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar for The Revenant.
There's literally two videos, right? There's a video of when Kate won her first Oscar in 2013, I think it was.
I think it was 2006. Maybe it was no. Maybe
it was for the film called The Reader. I think that came out in like 2009 maybe, but there's this cool video I saw once.
2008 is when the film came out.
Yeah, so Kate won her first Oscar for that, and Leonardo was in the crowd watching her give her speech on the stage, and he had this look of like he was so proud of her. And then years later in 2015, when he won his Oscar for the Revenant, Kate was in the crowd, tearing a little bit while he was giving his speech. It was kind of like things going full circle. That was just so cool that these two have such an amazing friendship after filming. There's just something so cool about that to me,
They could. Do you think they could have been a real life couple?
Well, I say no. They seem more like best friend material to me, and that's something that drives me crazy. Is when like people ship real
fair.
people.
That's fair. That's
I don't
fair.
like that, but I think these two are best friend material to me. Mm-hmm. I think that was the best approach they could have did.
Yeah.
I think it all worked out.
Yeah,
so.
I agree, but anyway, I mean, I think we all still enjoy this film despite being overlooked.
Yeah. I think it's overlooked, but I think this film is still doing extremely well. Like people are doing first reactions to it on YouTube all the time. Like this film is never going to go away. Like I think it single-handedly changed a lot of things about cinema. It's like we haven't gotten a Titanic movie since. Like you can't make a Titanic film anymore. Like this film set the bar. This is it.
Really, because here's the thing. James Cameron made this film happen.
Yes.
He made this film happen. And I think at one point during production, 20th Century Fox, well, now it's 20th Century Studios. Thank you very much, Disney.
Yeah.
Ayo, don't be don't be doing this like that, man.
I know.
Before Disney can buy you. Mickey Mouse is everywhere.
Well, because of the okay, Marshall. Well, anyway, I think there was at one point where 20th Century Fox almost shut down the film. They almost shut down the film that James Cameron was working on, but James Cameron was determined to keep going making this film.
No.
Like this film to me was like, this was like Schindler's List to Steven Spielberg,
Not
like the
really.
Passion Project.
Yeah.
The Passion Project was advertised. This was not really a Passion Project.
Well, maybe
Cameron-
at the time,
like Cameron, if you look him
At
up,
the time,
Cameron is a
Spider-Man movie.
Well,
which
James
got
Cameron
canceled.
he
is
almost did. Yeah, that's true. He almost
he
did his
did.
Spider-Man film.
At the time, this was not really his Passion Project.
I think he was. I don't remember, but I think he was briefly mentioned for the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. I think he did something, but that was a while. Long
But
time
anyway,
ago.
Cameron is actually a very huge Titanic fan in real life. Like he even helped host the 100th anniversary of the sinking back in 2012 on Discovery Channel. He appeared on it. He is a huge fan of the story. So I think that this is one of his passion projects to me, and this film is going to,
it's going to
continue to touch people for generations to come. Like
my heart will go on.
like in this state, in this case, this movie will go on.
Yes.
Yes.
But
And
yeah.
also, fun fact, if you want to learn more about Titanic, you can go to the amazing Titanic Museum in Branson, Missouri. I actually went there about 10 years ago, and it's a fantastic museum. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. So if you want to learn more about the Titanic story, I would highly recommend it to go there and check that museum out if you live in the area. It's a fun trip. You take your family with you. You'll make yourself some very happy memories.
I say so, yeah. So, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I just wanted to give a brief mention that I think this film did have some horror movie elements, because, like, for example, the scene that really haunted me was when, after the ship had sunk, one of the lifeboats went back to look for survivors, and they waited too long. Like, the bodies are going past them. Everybody had frozen to death, Everybody just had literally ice hanging off their faces. Like, that scene just scared the crap out of me. And the scene that really got me was the corpse holding a baby,
I was actually going to bring that up, too. That was terrifying.
Yeah, that was just insane, dude. It's just, oh, gosh. It's just like, what a horrible way to go out, you know? Like,
that was a horrible way to go out. But
oh, man.
yeah. So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, I was just saying, I'm just glad I'm able to see this. I'm able to see this film. I mean,
yeah, I'm glad that we live in a time now where we got to see this. Like, I actually own a original 2 VCR tape collector set of the movie. Because back in the day before discs were a thing, this movie was so long, they had to split into 2 VCR tapes. They couldn't fill the whole thing on one tape. So, that's pretty cool.
Technology at its best.
Yeah, the first tape ends right after the ship hits the iceberg, and then tape 2 starts with Smith and all of them in the room looking over the Titanic blueprints to estimate the amount of damage the iceberg caused.
So,
and I want to give a quick shout out. There's this one little scene that I feel like gets really overlooked. This will be the last thing that I'll talk about, but I think it deserves a mention. Is where Jack and Rose are, trying to get up to the top deck, and they find Thomas Andrews in his office just sitting there. Rose is like, "Are you gonna try to escape?" And Andrews just looks at her and he goes, "I should have built you a better ship. I am so sorry." Like, I felt so bad for him.
That was the last time Rose has ever seen Mr. Andrews.
Yeah, like he hands her his life preserver, and he tells her good luck, and then she hugs him.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Actually, before that, that was.
Yeah, that was just such a touching moment. Like, he felt so ashamed of himself that he didn't build a stronger ship for everybody,
But correct me if I'm wrong. Was this Jack's first time seeing Mr. Andrews?
Yes,
during
that was Jack's first time. Yeah, yes.
But Mr. Andrews gave Rose the life preserver.
Yeah, which helped save her life.
Boo.
I know. Look,
Told you. Then you try to justify his actions. Look at that. Try to justify his actions. Try it, and you failed.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm about to jump off ship right now.
The ship's already sinking.
You're on the.
I already got my life. Me and Christian already saved.
Yeah, we're all on this sinking ship together, Mark.
No, I'm about to go on lifeboat.
I'm sinking. So
Okay.
here are my. Okay, I'm sinking. So anyway,
Here's your final thoughts.
Here are my what?
Your final thoughts, sir.
My final thoughts. I still believe this is still a good film.
It's a boring film.
Is it overlooked?
No.
Yes, but is it overlooked? Yes, but it's one of those films I can go back and watch.
Not really.
What makes you say that?
You got all these other movies.
What?
You got all these other movies. And you can watch a documentary about the Titanic.
Okay, fair enough.
Next.
So anyway, I'm actually let me do it for next week's episode.
2 weeks.
For next week's episode. Actually,
It's 2 weeks. You called it April 13th.
So anyway, 2 weeks from now will be MCU Phase 4. Marshall, go ahead.
The last time.
For the last time, and then
No, this is the last time because Phase 4 will be the end, and we probably will do like what's the next movie?
And then we'll probably do Caddyshack. We'll do Caddyshack.
Phase 4 will be the last episode of Marshall Matters.
You know, I'm just sad. You know, like we're already at that point where we're talking about the final phase. I just want to reflect. You know, it's been one heck of a journey, and being able to talk about all these movies with Marshall and Mark has been one heck of a journey, and I loved every second of it.
That is true.
Yeah, Phase 4 is gonna be the last time you see me on this podcast.
I know. So yeah.
Marshall, you better start thinking of your ending statement for the final episode. You have to end on a big high note. Your final words.
Mm-hmm.
It's called I will just tell Doctor Strange you will forget Marshall Matters was ever Spider-Man. I got your. I still have your sling ring.
No,
I still have your sling ring.
No,
I still have your sling ring. That's why your foot's cut off.
All right. Well, I'm DJ Apollo here, aka Christian Taylor. Just wants to say that I hope you listening in have enjoyed this fantastic episode, and be looking forward to more amazing topics that we will be discussing very soon. And I just want to say you have an excellent rest of your evening, and yeah.
And I'm Mark Codo, aka Codo Man. Remember to watch movies and stay positive.